Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to have a couple guys talking about the wrestling world and everything that's going on. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Tom Lavelle. This is the Working Perspectives podcast, Wrestling Perspectives. Tom, are you ready to get this thing started?
See.
Very nice for our Spanish-speaking audience. Well, just in case you're wondering, you can find all our content and all our stuff on our podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can get us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please, if you like this show, then we got 4 words for you. Please like and subscribe. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right, so we got a lot to go over. We got a big card coming up. We had some big news last week. Honestly, super excited for this. Going to be good. So let's start off with the first topic. We have Tony Khan buys Ring of Honor. Let me hear your opinions on it. Let's go.
I mean, it's huge news. It's really like another step for AEW in them climbing the ladder and becoming, bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is something they're the biggest competition WWE's seen in a long time. And I think this is another step for them in their ascension to the top and grabbing the most views and grabbing the most.
I think it does 2 things. One, it legit this is what Vince did back when he bought WCW, right? But also they don't have a streaming service yet. And the reason is because they don't have a back catalog and they don't have the content to provide to a streaming service. But with Ring of Honor and Honor Club, right now they can do an All Elite Wrestling streaming service that they can do a ton of documentaries. They can do old pay-per-views. They can do like the best matches and all of this stuff. Now they have that capability. Dude, what's next? Is he going to buy NWA? Because that would be fucking great. And Impact, right? And if he buys all of them, what's to stop him from doing War of the Worlds, right? War for the United States. And then whoever, if he had a pay-per-view where it was War for the US, right? And then everyone that won here fought everybody in New Japan. That's the biggest fucking pay-per-view in the world, right? Like, where are we going? It's endless of possibilities with this.
Well, it's kind of like Vince McMahon back in the day when he started buying all the territories.
Yep, so that's exactly right.
He's going in, he's getting these different places. He's gotten Ring of Honor, and I've heard rumors of talks with him and HBO Max. So that was
he's in the TBS, he's in the Warner Brothers family. So Warner Brothers, TBS, TNT, they're all HBO. They're all in the same family.
Right. So, I mean, they could put all their content on HBO.
Dude,
and
I would love that. Dude, be able to watch, we get, if you have HBO Max and be able to watch Revolution pay-per-view 2020 anytime you want, the best pay-per-view ever. Oh my God. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
The best pay-per-view ever?
Yeah, maybe not ever. Best pay-per-view in the last 20 years.
I got to think about that. But it
was
a great pay-per-view. No, I don't. I mean, that's just a bold claim. It's not necessarily true.
You can't think of any off the top of your head right now.
In the last 20 years, how many years of those were you watching professional wrestling?
I don't know. Enough.
5.
Eh.
Okay. In the last 5 years, it's one of the best I've ever seen. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen.
We're getting
But-
off topic. What are your
You
thoughts?
got off topic.
All right. Where can we go with Ring of Honor? Where do you think they're going with it?
Well, I think it's something interesting and, can bring us to our next topic if you want.
Let's go right into it. So the next topic is, before we had talked about Cody Rhodes going to WWE and why he deserves more than he's getting. With the news of buying Ring of Honor, my prediction comes true of Cody Rhodes is working everybody. If we remember, Cody Rhodes, the reason he can't challenge for an AEW title is the stipulation he had previously with when he lost to Chris Jericho, saying if he lost, he'll never challenge for the AEW championship ever again, right? And he lost, right? But I think in the contract stipulation, it said he'll never challenge for the AEW championship while he's in AEW, right? Well, if he's not in AEW and he's in Ring of Honor, then he can challenge for whatever damn title he wants. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Cody Rhodes breaking up the Hangman date. Like, dude, that's why we tweeted, Adam Cole and Hangman Page today, like the debut video for Adam Cole, because what if Cody comes out and he fucking interrupts him? Oh my God, dude.
What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be as big a reaction. I think he would need some more time off for that to get that big of a, that was like,
yeah. Well, no,
incredible.
It wouldn't be Adam Cole levels big, but it would be pretty fucking big.
But I don't think what you're saying is, I don't think it would happen until Ring of Honor is, coming up. And I think what's their one? Like they have a show coming up, like, I forget the name of it, something like Race to Honor or something like that.
Yeah, one of those corny ass names.
But so I think that's where, and then I think we were talking about Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes maybe taking over Ring of Honor. And maybe what if all the old WWE talent starts coming to Ring of Honor, and then you've got a Ring of Honor versus AEW feud, and you could kind of go back and forth through that, which is another thing that we think about when we talked about buying the territories and stuff like that. When Vince was buying territories back in the day, but when he was in the war with WCW, Monday Night Wars, I mean, he let ECW and started doing stuff like that. So, I mean, the forbidden door back then was,
wasn't
open.
But you couldn't see it because like social media wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like it might have been open, but you didn't really it was tough to follow it unless you were like an avid tape trader that saw everything. But if you're on the West Coast, you didn't know because you probably didn't get ECW out there every week. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I agree with you where it's like, because we found out later down the line that ECW was a feeder program for WWE, but I don't know. I think you're right. I don't know, man. Honestly, it could be something like if what you're saying is true, Jericho and Cody Rhodes go to Ring of Honor, then they could be working towards another Blood and Guts, right? Where it's the Ring of Honor team versus the AEW team in, Blood and Guts, you know what I'm saying? Which AKA War Games. So like it could work to that because that's got to be coming up. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much they can do. You've
got FTR versus the Briscoes already set up too. That's one.
Dude, have you ever watched the Briscoes?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. So the Briscoes are fucking legit. They're stiffer than FTR, right? They are stiff as fuck. And there's a match. Honestly, it's such an underrated match. It was on the pre-show for All Out, right? Or for All In, right? The original All In. And It was on the pre-show, and it was SCU versus the Briscoes. Great fucking match. Really, really good. But the Briscoes are fucking stiff. They are fucking stiff, man. They work
good promos too.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good team, but they're also like, I mean, I don't know. It seems like they're, loyal to a fault. I mean, they've always been with Ring of Honor. They won't go anywhere else. They could be a lot bigger, but they decide to be with Ring of Honor. They're, but either way. So let's keep it moving then. Next thing we want to talk about is, dude, I listened to this thing 2 times in a row, but Vince McMahon on Pat McAfee. Great interview. Vince McMahon is fucking awesome. Really fucking just what a fucking stud. And dude, great interview. But I want to hear your take on this because I like what you said. So go ahead.
Well, one of the big things that I took away from the interview, I listened to it twice, loved the interview, loved, kind of just getting an idea of who Vince McMahon is, his philosophy on different things. And I loved all that the most. But one of the things I took away from it was when he was talking about how he used to do booking and how it was so tough because he was booking with his heart and his constant want to give the fans what they want, give the fans what they want. And then he said how his decisions have become a lot easier because when they went public. So when they went public, he started saying, well, my decision, I was starting to make the stockholders happy. So, now they're going to Saudi Arabia. Now they're collecting all that big money and they're still getting a ton of money. But the heart in their decision making of the booking, I think, has gone down. Correct. And I said that the other day. And I will say this, we're going to get to things a little bit later. I don't know how much more you want to go on the Vince interview. If you haven't listened to it, I would definitely give it a listen. And if you fast forward to it, I want to say, what was it, like an hour, maybe?
Hour and 24 minutes worth every second of it's gold, it's really good. But I thought it was really good, really strong. Dude, Vince McMahon, he does know a ton about this business. He talks about being absolutely broke at WrestleMania 1 and going balls in. He talks about, a tough childhood. They've talked for years about there being an
8-foot wide trailer he grew up in.
8-foot wide
trailer.
But they're talked for years about there being a Vince McMahon movie coming out, and we still haven't seen it. But even dude, I honestly think I would love to see a movie about wrestling in the territory days, because imagine this. Vince is invading all these territories, right? Mm-hmm. And it's almost like they're busting up unions, right? So if he doesn't, there had to be times where, and he even told the story about when JR said those guys were going to off him, we're going to whack him. And he, there had to be times where he goes into a territory, they don't want him there. They send a couple guys to the show and try and bust him up and beat him up or beat up his guys and throw him out and all this stuff. And that had to happen, right? But I think because he had Andre with him wherever he went, I think that's what stopped. Apparently, no, Andre could kill 20 guys in a row. It wasn't happening. So, but I don't know.
Andre the Giant, huh?
There had to be times where they sent goons to fucking, bust up a show or try to bust up a locker room.
I guess that's good if you have a bunch of professional. So shout out Michael Johnson interview. Fan of the show, listen to the show. So I don't know, because if you're gonna go beat him up, it's not like he doesn't have a whole locker room full of monsters. Maybe that's why he's always big on the big guy.
But that's the thing. If he's traveling with 10. Right. And they can show up with 30, and he's kind of stuck. There had to be those times where guys are coming to, or even jump Vince by himself, but either way, and he never had a bodyguard. So you're right though. But no, if you haven't listened to it, check it out. It's on the Pat McAfee show, fan of the show, listener show, Pat McAfee. But the Vince McMahon interview, great stuff. He's got other great interviews. He had a great one with Stone Cold. He had a great one with Undertaker. He's had a great one with just football guys in general, Adam Vinatieri, things like that. So check him out. Pat McAfee, fan of the show, listen to the show. So let's keep it moving. Next thing we want to talk about, WWE, just every title they have just loses and loses more, more continuity and more, what am I looking for? More validity, more just they're just nothing.
More weight. Less weight,
No, they have no.
I don't know though. I see. This is where I might.
Well, no, maybe the working man's titles are losing that. They're losing panache. They're losing, they're just not as important, right?
See, this is where maybe we have this topic. We might be on different pages with this one.
Go ahead.
Well. So we said all this stuff on how he's made the decisions, Vince, now, and it's more of a business decision than it is a heart decision.
Right.
And ironically, the week after, you got now announced for WrestleMania. You got AJ Styles versus Edge, which
Yep.
I'm into that, and we'll
Sure.
see how he did it. He did a concerto to him, and got him down, right?
Yeah.
We got Finn Balor's won the title against Damian Priest. I like Finn Balor as the United States champion. I think that's a good guy to have.
Damian Priest talks like this. I'm Damian Priest. Yeah.
So I have him going forward with the belt, and we got a month to build that a little bit, and then Ricochet winning the belt against Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn's fighting Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So Ricochet, the belt doesn't need to be involved in that.
Yeah.
So now you put the belt on Ricochet, and you can develop him, and he's been an untapped mega talent in ring.
Yeah.
Maybe the best high flyer I've ever seen in ring. But
pretty damn good.
But this guy is an incredible talent, and so I'm actually liking that movement forward. They'll probably screw it up, but I just
don't know, man. They keep it on a guy who doesn't defend it, and or they bounce it around like whoever. Oh, this guy's contract's coming up. Let's put this title on him. Like sometimes I feel like, especially the IC title has that stigma, and it just doesn't deserve it. Honestly, I like the IC title as far as its history. I love it more than, I love that title because that's the fucking working man's championship. If you have the IC title, you wrestle every night, right? That's what it is. It's the working man's title. But either way, no. And then the last match that you forgot to mention for WrestleMania, the one I'm looking forward to the most, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Gonna be a big one. Gonna steal the show.
That too. I want to see that match. I like Austin Theory.
Entertainment value. That's what Ric Flair preaches it. Entertainment value. WrestleMania, it's every flavor of ice cream is what they want to do. Dude, and Pat McAfee, did you see the program he had with Adam Cole? Dude, McAfee can fucking go. He has a
wrestling ring at his studio.
Yeah.
He's and he's got the #1 YouTube show in the world.
Yeah. Dude, he could fucking he can fucking go. The match he had with Cole at the pay-per-view at the Takeover was awesome. And then Blood and Guts, really, really good. Really, really good stuff. So
I will say this,
or I guess it's War Games for them.
We're at WrestleMania in Dallas, which is huge, and it's WrestleMania, and I think next year it's in Hollywood. So
is it really?
If you've got Jake Paul, Johnny Knoxville, and Pat McAfee. Now I know Pat McAfee works for the company. Imagine what it's going to be like at Hollywood. There's going to be a million celebrities in that.
Fucking one. Leo is going to be there, and Brad Pitt, and
DiCaprio,
fucking DiCaprio,
fighting the Titanic.
They can easily get the #1 and #2 biggest movie stars in the world, which are The Rock and John Cena. So they could show up. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't show up at this one, if Vinny's having trouble selling seats. So, okay. So let's keep it moving.
But real quick, before we get into that, the Madison Square Garden show is happening right now. We do not know who is fighting Brock Lesnar. We don't know who's fighting Roman Reigns. They haven't announced it yet.
Yeah.
But I don't see either of them losing their title.
Is it a house show?
They have their contract with the Barclays Center. I think they can't put a video out. They can't show a Madison Square Garden show anymore.
They can't show it on
TV,
Peacock,
on the cock.
Dude, you think
network, nowhere?
You think that they'd have Cody Rhodes? If we've asked the question, how would they fuck up Cody Rhodes coming to WWE? Have him debut at a fucking house show. That's how you fuck it up. My God.
Is that the worst thing ever? Yeah,
yes. Yes. Dude, and if they do it, it's a money grab, right? They've told us.
What if he shows up and he beats Lesnar?
Dude, they told us like this before, when Diesel won his title and beat Bob Backlund at a house show, when AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens at a house show. The reason they changed titles at a house show is to build up attendance at a house show, because people aren't going to house shows because they know nothing's going to happen, right? But if there's a title change at a house show, it's like, oh, wow, it only happens once every 25 years, but maybe I should start going to these, you know. That's
But you
just
can't call this a house show. It's in Madison Square Garden. I mean,
it's
that's
not
the
on
Mecca.
TV. It's not
But
on
it's-
TV. Dude,
it's an
they
event.
dude, the house show at the Garden, guess what? That's when Diesel beat fucking Bob Backlund. House show at the Garden.
Title change.
Dude, the fucking the curtain call, house show at the Garden, right? Like they do house shows at the Garden. I don't
know, but it's the Garden, so it's a little bit different.
But
It's
it's
where
not-
that's Vince's thing. That's
their home.
thing.
I mean,
New
is
York
it though?
Yeah.
Honestly, Barclays has been more of their home turf lately.
Well, it is. That's why you're not streaming from. That's why they're not showing. But I just,
Yeah.
we don't know what's happening there.
The
I'm not
Garden
saying
will
Cody's
always
going
be
to
the
come out,
Garden.
but we could get some major swerves for WrestleMania coming up because
We could.
we're not sure.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait until it happens because we can't
It's
watch it
happening
live.
right now.
So, okay, let's keep it moving. This is what we want to talk about. We got tomorrow night, in which we'll be doing a watch along live on YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. So please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, dude. This card, I mean, most matches I think they've ever had on an AEW card, right?
It's a lot.
And this is fucking sacked. Even the pre-show, there's a match on the pre-show I don't want to miss. So let's start with the pre-show. The first match we have on the pre-show, Chris Statlander versus Layla Hirsch. Like legit Layla Hirsch, Chris Statlander's okay. This should be a decent athletic women's match, not bad. But yeah, it'll be okay. I think Layla Hirsch is pretty good, but yeah, nothing. I mean, this will be okay. It's a good pre-show.
I'm looking
match.
forward. Statlander's a stud. I'm looking
Statlander,
forward to
dude,
it.
when she got injured, she got in like crazy good shape and came back and has been just a different animal since then.
Yeah.
But I think she's big fish, small pond. Also, I think that Brit Baker could hold her own in any other company, but I think Statlander, she would be swept under the rug at any other at WWE. So
yeah, I don't know about her mic. I guess she doesn't have mics, but
no.
in ring, she's pretty good.
She is very strong. She is fucking like she can
And
do
athletic.
like she can do big power moves for a girl. So all right, so let's keep moving then. The second pre-show match. This is what I think, dude, this match is so fucking over, right? Like Hook versus QT Marshall. Fucking, this is gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for this match. This is gonna be great. Dude, Hooky baby. Hooky is fucking over like her over. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the pop for when he comes out, and I think it's a squash. I don't know.
I think QT gets a little offense,
Nothing much.
but I think it's a glorified squash at best,
Yeah.
for sure. Which
How
it should
long?
be.
Longest 10 minutes that match? I mean,
No,
like that?
not even. No, it won't touch
7?
double digits. I mean, 5 at the most.
5.
Yeah, it's not, dude. Hookie's gonna throw him around like a rag doll. He's gonna look like he's in trouble for a split second, throw him around like a rag doll, and then hit him with red rum and call it a fucking night. So, all right, so let's move on to the main card. So the first match on the main card, we don't know. This is just the order we're saying. We don't know what the order will be tomorrow. Obviously, if you're not first, if you're not last, you want to be first. So
Should we start with? I mean, I don't know. Do you want to start with the match we want to see first? Should we talk about that, or do you want to talk about?
I'm just going to go through the list. When I get to the match you want to see most, we'll bring it up.
Yeah.
So the first match we're going to talk about is the Tornado Tag match, which is Andrade, Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Sammy Guevara. Did you watch the TNT title match last night on Rampage?
Yeah.
Oh
awesome.
my, so good, dude, they are all fucking really good. Like Guevara's awesome, Darby Allin's good. I like their storyline where it's like, do I help this guy? Do I not? Do I help this guy? Do I not? And then Andrade's a fucking stud. He is a fucking stud. He is a great wrestler. So
And
really
no
good.
shake hands at the end. I liked it all.
Yeah. Really, really good. Really built the story for the match tomorrow. But yeah, the Tornado Tag match, dude. I mean, Sting and Matt Hardy will go at it for a little bit, I guess. But when we get to see Andrade with Guevara, Darby Allin, and Isaiah Cassidy, very athletic Isaiah Cassidy. He can go, got a good shtick. So I think it's going to be a good match. I'm excited for it. athletic, high flying, but also they can get their shit in. Like Andrade is a stiff motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. Dude, that kick he took to the head, Andrade, holy shit balls. So good.
I like the 3-man, like where he walked out and they had the 3 of them up on top like a totem pole kind of thing, and then dropped them.
Yeah. So nice. Okay. So let's keep it moving. The next match we have will be for the TBS championship. This was kind of like a quick setup match, you know, where it's like Jade Cargill just annihilates everybody. Ty Conti is like, well, I'll take you on, kind of, because, you know, everyone's scared of you. I'll take you on because, I mean, Ty Conti's over just because she's good looking. In ring, on mic, good looking. She got that ass. So they're putting her over. But Jade Cargill is legit the strongest person in AEW. So
she's a monster.
She's
gonna win. She's gonna crush. Oh, who do you got winning that first match?
I have the baby faces winning, and then I have a tiff with Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara afterwards that builds on their already awesome storyline.
See, that's where I think actually maybe the other way.
Oh, so you think the heels win, and then you think Guevara and Allin start blaming each other, and then they start to dislike each other, and that's what builds to their next match. That could be as well. But I think regardless of how it ends, I think Guevara and Allin are going to butt heads afterwards, and that's going to build to something bigger.
Yeah, it's already starting.
Dude, so if you remember Revolution 2020, they were like the second match on the card. The first match was Jake Hager versus Dustin, and the second match was, I think, Darby and Sammy Guevara. Dude, this is
when he did that, like that
dive through the ropes. He dove through the ropes before the bell even started. They got to beat each other up on the outside with weapons and everything, and it was all legal because the match hadn't even started yet. Fucking awesome. Really good.
Yeah, but Guevara off the top to the outside, he did that like triple flip. And landed, he goes like, you know, he's crazy, and that was awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was good. So next match. Yeah, go ahead.
So then we got Cargill winning against Ty Conti, probably a quick match.
Yeah.
Cargill going to look good. Conti probably similar to your QT Marshall Hook match.
Yeah.
QT, you know, she'll get a little bit in, but then at the end of the day.
Including the pre-show, there's 3 women's matches on this card. So that's the most for AEW, I think. They don't, you know, they do put the women's title holders on here, but you know, and they don't, it's not like they haven't given women main event spots and stuff like that. And the women have stepped up. Dude, when they had that street fight with like Anna Jay and Ty Conti and Penelope Ford and brutal. And the bunny, that was a killer great match. So they let the women do their thing. But yeah, no, Jade Cargill's going to smoke her. The next match we got coming up, honestly, I am looking forward to this. Did you see the promo I told you about? Jericho and Kingston. Did you see the Jericho promo on Kingston that he did 2 weeks ago?
And then
so
also
good.
Kingston.
So good.
Kingston might be the best on the mic, right? Like, he's incredible, man. I fucking love Kingston.
He's
just
good
the
on the
Mad
mic.
King. Like, he's just so likable. But how about Jericho's transformation? He lost a lot of weight. He's got the 6. I'm like, holy shit,
really
this
good.
Dude turned it around quickly.
Yeah, looks really, really in shape. I think the years of like people telling him like he's shit in ring now, I think it's starting to get them, because let's be honest, the last few years he's been shit in ring. So
breaking news, he's still gonna be shit in the ring.
Well, maybe
I hope he's better, but
maybe he'll just be shit and not drizzling shits. So
I think it's gonna be a brawler match, right?
Yeah, that's what Kingston does. He's stiff, he throws a lot of strikes. Yeah, I agree.
So it'll be perfect for Jericho, and it can lead to what we were saying before with him going to Ring of Honor, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, Jericho has also copyrighted a lot of stuff this last couple of weeks. The Influencer, and he copyrighted like superstars, or like professional superstars or something like that. He copyrighted.
Yeah, nice. So okay, so let's keep it. I have Jericho winning that one. Dude,
okay,
what do you have?
I got Kingston, just because I feel like Kingston doesn't really get put over that much. They got to give him something eventually.
True. And, you know what? Because the promo that Jericho said of like Kingston never wins the big one and Jericho is the big one, right? And he's like, you know, can you get my respect kind of thing? Can you be on my level? I think maybe they will give it to Kingston then, because they do, dude. Kingston, they need to put him over more. He needs a big win so that they can have another contender for major belts. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now he's okay, But if you were to fight like an Omega or a Moxley or a Hangman or whatever, like he's not going to win. They need a guy that's good enough that you don't know if he's going to win or lose. So, you know what I mean? So, all right. So let's keep it moving. So, I said Jericho. I'll stay with Jericho. But either way, I think it'll be good. The next match we're going to go with, this match I'm fucking revved for. I hope they start the show with this match. It's the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Holy shit. We got Keith Lee, big old meat. Wardlow, big old meat. We got Hobbs, a big old meat. Then we got Ricky Starks, who's, dude, the more I see Ricky Starks, the more
medium-sized meat.
The more, yeah, he's medium meat. Dude, the more I see Ricky Starks, the more I love him. Love his shtick, love him on the mic, love him in ring. Dude, I'm really digging Ricky Starks. Really a good talent. Then you got Orange
and the
Cassidy.
Look. And he's got the look.
And he's got the look.
Like he's got this like smug kind of look, but that like you hate him, but then I feel like you could also like him. You know what I mean? Because he's such a.
Do you ever listen?
Is that weird?
No, it's not weird. Do you ever listen to him on commentary? He's great sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, this guy's fucking good. But no, Ricky Starks and then Orange Cassidy, who, I don't know. I'll see how he does. I think Orange Cassidy might do something off the top rope. You never know. And then Christian to close it out. I just hope Christian doesn't win. Honestly, you know who I would love to see win this match? Guess who I would love to see win?
You'd love to see Orange Cassidy win this match.
I would love to see Wardlow win this match. Get Wardlow the fuck over. Get him over.
I think it's between two guys. You're going to have Keith Lee or Wardlow win this match, and I think it's Keith Lee. He just came in. The winner of this match becomes the number one contender for the TNT title.
Is that the thing, though? It's like, do they give everyone that just comes in, do they just give them shots at every belt that they want? Like, what the fuck, man?
Seems like it.
So,
this is where they're going to run into trouble, but I want to talk about that at the end. So think about that, but I'd like to talk about that at the end because we don't know who's going to win that match. But
I would like Wardlow to win. If I had to guess, it'd probably be Orange Cassidy if I had to guess. But if I had to put money on it, Keith Lee or Orange Cassidy, but I want Wardlow to win. So who do you want to win that match?
I'd like Ricky Starks to win.
There you go. All right, nice. Okay, so let's keep it moving.
But I think Keith Lee.
Okay,
obvious
so let's keep it moving. Then we have the AEW Tag Team Championship match, where it's Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon, which is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and then we have them. It's a three-way tag, so it's Jurassic Express, Red Dragon, and the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. We knew, I think we had said that the Young Bucks were going to be the third team to qualify, which they were. Really cool. I love the Royal Rumble. God, why put fucking dude, Johnny Hungy is fucking over. Just put him the fuck over. Dude, him and Alex Reynolds, what do you think if Johnny Hungy was with 10?
There's another name.
Do you think if Johnny Hungy was with 10 instead of Alex Reynolds that he'd be more over? Because I think sometimes Alex Reynolds is what holds him back. But Alex Reynolds can go. He's good in ring. It's just I don't know. Silver is all the way over. I would love it if Silver was in the fucking Face of the Revolution ladder match. You know what I mean? But
that would be awesome.
He would be great. I
like him better than Christian in there, but
for sure. But I would like Ethan Page in there better than Christian. Fucking Christian, But either way, Jurassic Express, Red Dragon, Young Bucks. This is exactly what we talked about last time. Red Dragon just gets here. They're already getting a title shot. I feel like this is going to be a scenario because they're so they had it that in the Royal Rumble that the Red Dragon helped the Young Bucks, right? And there was a thing. But they're building a story of a rift between them, right?
Yeah.
So either the Young Bucks are going to cause Red Dragon to lose, or Red Dragon is going to cause Young Bucks to lose, right? Or I think Jurassic Express holds on to this for now, but I don't know. I just hope that they don't give it to Red Dragon. I don't want them to get it right away. You know what I mean? But I would love to see Young Bucks have it. They're the best tag team in the world, so why not? But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think Red Dragon wins. I think they're going to put it on Red Dragon.
I hate it.
I think they've got a setup feud already with FTR, and Young Bucks always have a setup feud with FTR. So, I don't know how they're going to do this, but I feel like Red Dragon finds a way to win this match. I've circled. This will be one. I wouldn't mind if they started with this one too, but I don't think they do, because I think no matter where you put that match, it's going to be after anyone and it'll still kill. They don't have to worry about it.
It's always, dude, the Young Bucks usually have the best match on the card. So you can put them wherever. They usually have the best match on the card. Just saying. Usually do. So no, you're right. This will kill wherever. I'm thinking, like, in my mind, I'm thinking it's like a situation where, let's say the Young Bucks hit Jurassic Express with the Meltzer driver, right? And like they hit Jungle Boy with it. Jungle Boy's out, done, down for the count. Then Red Dragon comes in and like kicks the Young Bucks, throws them out, and they steal the pin from them. You know what I mean? Something like that, in a scenario where like they screwed the Young Bucks or whatever, and then that just builds their feud and whatever. So that's what I'm thinking for that. I just hope it's not that way. But yeah, so, and that's what you're thinking as well, something along those lines.
Something along those lines, someone maybe gets involved on the outside. I forget his name, the guy that sprays all the time. Maybe
Brandon Cutler. Maybe he makes a
mistake and costs him the match. You know what I mean? So
the corporate stooge, man, the associate stooge, dude. Brandon Cutler is awesome. You have to start watching BTE. I fucking love Brandon Cutler. He's hilarious. Okay, so let's keep it moving then. Next match on the card. This could open the fucking show too, and it would be killer. Next match.
That's not a bad idea.
The tag. You're saying the triple tag could open it?
No. Bryan Danielson and John Moxley.
Yeah,
that's a good start,
dude. It'll start it off like physical, tough. Yeah. There's gonna be fucking, if it's not a hard way, someone's gonna get gigged. There's gonna be blood. It's gonna be really stiff, really violent, really, really, really gritty. So I'm thinking this is gonna, dude. All of these matches could fucking bam and bam and bam. Like we really like. Maybe, I mean, besides the TBS championship, there really hasn't been a match we've talked about yet that hasn't had the potential to be fucking killer. You know what I mean? Like, these are all just boom and boom and boom. So, dude, yeah, Bryan Danielson versus Moxley is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a fucking slaughter. I think it's gonna be a slaughter. I think it's gonna be awesome. I mean, dude, Bryan Danielson has really stepped, like, he came into AEW wanting to rest. He just wanted to come in. He's like, titles, whatever. He's like, I want to come in and wrestle the fuck out of everything, right? Like every night. And that's, dude, look at the performances he's put on. The fucking Omega, the 2 with Hangman. Just every fucking night he goes out and puts on a good one. And that's what he wants to do.
Chris Daniels this week was good.
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. Chris Daniels can still go.
I'm really looking forward to that match. Danielson versus Moxley. Who's going to win it? This is the first time they've ever wrestled, right?
Oh, really? They didn't wrestle in the Indies?
I don't know, but that's the way Kahn said it. It was the first time they've ever wrestled. So I'm just going off of what he said. But
yeah,
this is going to be a good match. Who's going to win this one? Because Danielson was trying to get him to kind of join a stall with him. And Moxley says, I don't join with anyone until I spill blood with them first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say,
who's the third one that he wanted with him? Wasn't there a third? Oh, Daniel Garcia. Yeah, that was a good match too. Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia. But yeah, no, I could see, dude, even so, say like Moxley wins, right? Moxley wins, then he's got like respect for Danielson, and then they join together afterwards. And then then they start building their stable. Then they both jump to Ring of Honor, and then they fucking take back Ring of Honor, and then they're the fucking Honor Club. What are we gonna do now? Let's go. What are your thoughts?
I think I don't know. I don't know who wins this one, and that's what's great about it. I don't know who wins this one. If I have to make a prediction, I'll go with Danielson winning this one, and Moxley joins him then because he respects him after beating him. And then, then it leads to down the road where there's some breakup between them because Moxley like loses, and maybe we start to go down this psychological thing with him just being into therapy and he has his problems. And now he's like the second guy that like almost works for somebody and then comes out of it down the line of like, I'm in this stable, but I'm the backseat kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the hell it's going, but I'm going to go Danielson.
All right. I mean, either way, I think it's going to be good. Going to be good. Like they can chain wrestle. They can fucking bang. They can like go hardcore. They can do a lot. So I think it's going to be good. The next match we have on the card, I'll tell you, dude, it's Brit Baker versus Sunderosa for the AEW Women's Championship. And I'm telling you, man, dude, Brit Baker has separated herself from the rest of the women's division. She is a cut above the rest of the women's division. They have no one else in the women's division that is good enough to take the title from her, right? Dropping the title to Thunder Rosa would just deteriorate the women's division, right? Yeah. Brit Baker is the women's division. She's the most over star there. She's the best one they have, right? Like she is awesome on mic, in ring. She does it all. She now and her like with Adam Cole, you know what I mean? Like they have that whole thing going. So I don't know, man.
And they just signed Paige Van Zandt, right? So
yeah.
I think they're going to set up for that match.
Eventually, probably like a big blow off match. But yeah, no. Thunder Rosa she doesn't have the star power to take it from Brit Baker. It could be a good match, could be a decent match. Brit Baker has had decent matches and she's totally over, but they better fucking not have her drop the belt because it would be a big fucking mistake. It would be a massive mistake for AEW. Massive.
Yeah, I want to see Brit Baker keep it. She's the only one I'm really.
She's the only. Yeah. Until Jade Cargill is like, becomes the Goldberg of AEW and has to run for it, like they can do that storyline. But until that happens, no way. Britt Baker's the only one. They don't have until Charlotte Flair comes, Britt Baker is the only one they got. So
until Charlotte Flair comes.
So yeah. So I have Britt Baker winning that and she fucking better. So let's keep it moving. I'm interested to hear if this could be your most anticipated match. We have the dog collar match, Punk versus MJF. Dude, another great fucking promo from MJF.
Dark.
Oh, love crazy. Dude, the way Punk sold it. The way Punk sold it. Punk sold it like a fucking champ. He really did sell the fuck out of that promo. And the way they're hanging him on the rope and they had FTR blocking security and Wardlow and Spirit, dude, Pinnacle was all out there. It was awesome, dude. Besides this is the most they got this fucking match over. And guess what? They had time to do it. We've been on so many different arcs for this match, right? Like they did dude, their first promo they had, the one that was like 18 minutes, like the first time they went at each other on the mic when he's calling him the Miz and when he's saying the only way he'd get over if Tony Khan has a daughter that he marries, all of this stuff, right? Like, dude, that happened 2 months ago, 3 months ago, right?
Wow.
Yeah, a while ago. So they've been.
And there was all the matches for him to get to fight him.
Dude,
then they fight in Chicago. He wins underhanded there.
Yeah.
Then there's the promos after that.
Yeah.
And then it sets up this one.
Yeah.
And
dude, this is
the hints dropped about Roddy Piper, and then it comes into a dog collar match and the whole thing. And then just even last week with just it getting gory and just personal and even more personal.
Punk fucking gigged the shit out of himself.
And MJF the week before cutting in and like, I'm your biggest fan. Now they're selling that shirt now, right?
What?
The picture of him and Punk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the shirt MJF was wearing.
Oh, yeah. I saw that
picture of him and Punk. So now they're selling that shirt.
Oh, like hotcakes.
Yeah,
dude. So this match, the build for it has been incredible, right? Like everyone is chomping at the bit for this fucking match, man. And
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Will it be match of the night?
I mean, CM Punk isn't that good in ring, but we'll see. He needs the young guys he needs the young guys to do the pace. But I feel like the crowd is going to be so over for this fucking match that, that's another worry I have is that there's going to be so much intensity for these matches and everyone going hard. Will the crowd have the stamina to last till the end? there's gonna be a ton of fucking matches, a ton. And the way the crowd goes is they go so fucking hard for these matches, right? Like, are they gonna have the stamina to have the energy to cheer for the next match, which is the AEW Championship match, which this match headlines because the title is the main event. The championship is the main event, right? It has to be. This is the main event. It's the championship, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Hangman versus Adam Cole, baby. Dude, so many things can happen in this match. Really looking forward to it. Both guys are great in ring. They've sold the fuck out of this. Loved it. I would love a run-in from Red Dragon and the Dark Order. Would love that. I love that Hangman starting to hang out with the Dark Order more again. Well, more Johnny Hungy and Silver, or Johnny Hungy and Reynolds. But I really want, I mean, this is going to be a good match, but my concern is that by the time we get to this match, the crowd is going to just be, they're going to have no stamina. They're going to be so burnt out that they're not going to give this match the fucking doing proper that it deserves. What are your thoughts?
I'm looking at the card and I'm trying to think like what is the order that they're going to do. And the matches that I'm thinking are going to be kind of your cool down matches.
The women's ones.
I do think the 2 women's matches. Yeah. I think Jericho and Kingston will be a cool down match.
I don't know. But I mean, I think it could be, right? But I still think they're both so over. Yeah, like the match itself is over.
I know their characters are over. They're in ring. I don't think.
Like I don't think the crowd will go as nuts for it. You're probably right. So they could do Jericho.
I'm not saying it'll be bad, but it just
they could do Jericho Kingston second to last then, right? Like let's say they start with a tornado tag, right? Then they go into the Danielson versus Moxley, right?
Well, I like your idea starting with the ladder because I think the tornado tag could also be something that is quick, high hitting, boom, 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 done. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
all right.
Tell your story.
So they start with the Revolution ladder match, right? So they start with that. Then they go from, that's a big high, right? So then they go from that to what? To the tornado tag? Or do they go from that to Moxley Danielson?
I would do that, tornado tag, then probably Danielson Moxley.
Okay.
Then after that, I would do the Jade Cargill
Ty Conti
match. Then I'd probably do the tag championship match.
Yep.
Right. Then I would do, after the tag championship match,
the women's championship.
Then I might do Punk MJF.
No, you can't. Dude. Okay. So
see, that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You start with the ladder match, right? Then you go from there. Then you do Jade Cargill, Ty Conti, right?
Okay.
Then you do the tornado tag, right? Then you do Moxley Danielson, right? Then you do the tag championship match, right? Then you do the dog collar match, then Jericho Kingston, then the championship match.
Well, you didn't do Baker yet.
Yeah, I said the women's championship would be after the tag match.
Oh, okay.
So it would be ladder match, tornado tag match, right? Then the Ty Conti Jade Cargill, then the ladder match, tornado tag, Danielson Moxley, right? Then Jade Cargill, Ty Conti. Crowd cools down after that, those 3, because that's a good build, right? And then you have the
Danielson Moxley. No, you already did that. Yeah. Whatever. We're like rambling on about this.
Whatever. What do you think? I
think
think Hangman wins. I think someone shows up. I think it's Cody Rhodes, and I think some shit's going down. And I think, what if Adam Cole is about to win And all of a sudden, someone comes out of the stands and hits him with Sister Abigail, and it's Bray Wyatt. Whoa!
Or Cesaro could show up.
Cesaro
could show up. Cesaro could show up in the Jericho Kingston match and interfere there. Kingston and Cesaro have I guess Cesaro wouldn't put him over in the Indies or something like that. So Kingston says.
Yeah, they could. I mean, a lot could happen. I think Hangman's going to win. I think Hangman's on a run. He's over. Hangman's fucking over.
It'd be tough for him to give it up already. I mean, he just got it.
True.
Know?
He needs like for him to be the credible champion that they want him to be. He needs to keep beating the Danielsons and the Adam Coles and the Kenny Omegas and and the Lance Archers and all of that. So yeah. So what do you have? Okay. So give me, who do you think is going to win the championship match?
I'm going to go Cole. I hate to say it. I think they should keep it on Hangman, but I think Adam Cole wins, and I think Red Dragon wins. And next thing you know, we're seeing them show up with all the belts. And I would hate it. I would absolutely hate it. I would fucking hate it. Then they're the clique of the fucking AEW clique. They're the chaps with all the straps. So, all right. Well, this has been another episode of the Wrestling Perspectives Podcast. Hold on a second.
Podcast.
I just wanted to say one thing.
Go ahead.
What we're talking about. We're going into this pay-per-view right now. No Johnny Hungy.
Nope.
No Pac.
Nope.
No Jay Lethal. No
Lance Archer.
On the pre-shirt. Archer's off.
Yeah.
There's
No Miro.
Guys.
No
Miro,
Jake Hager. No Proud and Powerful. No Best Friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
and it's still
the acclaimed. No, the acclaimed.
Dude, and it's still, but it's a big show and it's a monster show. And they have a ton of good guys, but I mean, not everyone can be on every pay-per-view. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
They need
when
Johnny
is this
Hungy
going to become
an issue?
A problem for AEW.
We'll
That's
find
all.
out.
I'm curious if
I mean, if they,
because I like the Acclaimed a lot too, and it's a shame,
But dude, they're not pay-per-view ready yet. They're not ready for it. So
every time they show up, I'm interested.
They're good. No, they're good, and they're getting better, and they're athletic, and they're good on the mic, and I love their shtick, and they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they need a little bit more because they lose too much. They got to give them more wins and then put them on the pay-per-view. They're pre-show ready. They're not main show ready.
Oh, and no. What's the other tag team?
FTR.
No, Santana. No, FTR.
Proud and Powerful.
Santana.
I said Proud and Powerful.
Oh, Proud and Powerful.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I mean, we'll see when it becomes an issue, and maybe it won't be because they'll have Ring of Honor to put them on their pay-per-views. Who knows? So, but hey, we'll see. Tony Khan's got an idea, and let's see where he goes with it because they're fucking changing the game at AEW, and I fucking love it.
So far, so good.
Yep. So, anything you want to say to the fans before we take off?
No. Enjoy the show, and I will say this: match of the week. If you haven't seen it, the Triple Threat TNT Championship match on Rampage, go give it a watch. It was a great match. That's my match of the week if you want to watch one.
I would agree. That was a fucking phenomenal match. And it opened the show. That opened the show, right? If you watch, I mean, I hate to compare it, but if you watch WWE on Friday night, first 56 minutes, there's a women's match and a bullshit tag match that means nothing. Right away on Rampage, they have an hour. It's the fastest hour in wrestling, and it flies by, and it's nothing but hard-hitting, good matches, great promos, some great action, and it's called by a fun team. Jericho's great on commentary. It's awesome. So, yeah, I would agree with you. Great match of the week. So, also, March 6th, the night of the pay-per-view, we'll be streaming live on YouTube, a watch-along for the Revolution pay-per-view. So join us at Work Perspectives on YouTube. We'll be doing it up. But this has been another episode of the Work Perspectives podcast, Wrestling Perspective. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Tom Lavelle. You can find all our content and all our stuff on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Work Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at WorkPP Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And I got 4 words for you. Please like and subscribe. All right. And yeah, check us out tomorrow night for the YouTube live for the watch along. All right. This has been another episode of the Work Perspectives Podcast, Wrestling Perspective. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. See ya. Thanks. Bye.